Good morning, welcome to the Mahwah Public Library. My name is Joan. We're here together, whether we're in person or online, to do our gentle chair yoga practice today. So, sitting in the chair, see if you can lift yourself up nice and tall, bring your shoulders back and down. Keep your head nice and level. Notice what tension you may be holding in your jaw. Do a little assessment and notice where your tongue is in your mouth. If your tongue is pressing down into the back of the lower teeth, release that. That's a stress holder. And take 3 breaths. Just lift the tongue so it's up toward the upper palate. And relax the jaw down. And take 3 breaths at your natural rate. Feel where you are in your body. Allow the breath to create some stillness within. And as you breathe in and you breathe out, just touch your thumb. You can leave your hands right in your lap to your ring finger and roll your palms up and release the shoulders down and squeeze the shoulders back. But tuck the belly back into the chair. And now this is the mudra for grounding, for balance, for support, but it is also connected to our lungs. So as you take a deeper breath here, count to yourself in for 4 and out for 4. Feel where the breath is moving within your torso. And relax something that needs attention. Begin to observe all sensations. Feel how your feet are resting on the block so that the right foot and the left foot feel balanced. And how you're sitting in the chair. Notice if the right hip or the left hip feel high, one is higher than the other, or if they feel the same. So as I'm sitting here, I can feel the right hip is a little bit higher. I don't judge, I just notice. And then I observe how my back is meeting the chair. And I ask myself, what do I need to shift so that I feel more aligned, in balance, connected. So you can shift your focus to be fully present in this moment and release anything that creates or has created a distraction. Good. And then touch your thumb to your middle finger. That connects to patience, but it also activates the breath around the heart. So what are you holding in your heart space? And is there something you can release? And allow the shoulders to soften and move down and away from the ears. And notice where your jaw is. And notice if your chin's a little too far forward, so you can bring your head back a little and really keep the teeth, the upper and lower teeth, from touching. And make an effort to relax the space around the eyes. Now touch your thumb to your pinky finger. This connects to our emotional self, but it also activates the breath in the lower belly. And it is also a mudra for letting go. So is there something that you hold or are holding or have been holding or continue to hold for a long time that you can let go of? A worry, a fear, a preoccupation, tension, stress, anxiety. So the problem with all of those things is, yes, we all have that. But when you continually hold that, it creates stress in the body, it overactivates the vagus nerve, but it doesn't allow us to make room for abundance and awareness, to allow ourselves to be nourished from the inside out. So as you inhale, say to yourself, I am letting go, and if there's something you can name, I am letting go of. And notice the breath may be deeper as it moves from the lower belly all the way up to the top of the chest. Again, notice any sensations that begin to be activated. And then touch your thumb to your index finger. And what do you need to digest? So oftentimes, it's not just food we need to digest, but there are other things we need to process. Worry, fear, tension, anxiety, the what if, the unknown, a problem, a solution. But what if you let go of limitations and pause here and allow your body to absorb that sensation of connection and alignment, to give it an opportunity to refocus, to allow the brain and the heart to connect in balance so the body can digest what needs to be processed. And again, observing all sensations, noticing any subtle shift that may occur, releasing anything in the throat, the neck, the ears, the center of the forehead. Paying attention to the different rate maybe of your breath now. And then releasing the fingers, just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and roll your head a little bit from right to left, soft with the eyes. Good, and now tip the right ear to the right shoulder and pause. And then right arm just comes up, and if you can, you just gently let it rest here. Now there's no pulling. Take the opposite arm, the left arm, and we bring it out and slightly back, and just release through the neck here. Soften the jaw, relax around the eyes. Three breaths. And again, notice any sensations that become activated. Now lift your head and gently roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Notice one side may not feel the same as the other. And then the left hand gently comes to the side of the head, and the right arm comes back slightly and down. And you breathe. And soften something. And then inhaling, lift your head. Now we're going to take the left arm and bring it in the front, right arm right on top like you're a genie, and you're going to press down. Now as you press down, the tip of the tongue is behind the two front teeth. I'm going to move my arms to the left, and I'm going to rotate my chin toward the right shoulder and tuck my chin down and pause here. Notice if the shoulders are holding something. Relax. Now come back to center and roll to the right, and the chin comes toward the left. Take a breath. And come back to center. Now we're going to pulse. So my gaze is soft and down, and I'm pulsing with my right arm on top. I'm pulsing to the left. I'm going to keep my focus centered, and I'm not moving my head and neck. I'm just moving this upper body. So I roll to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, gentle, 9, 10, stay left, look right, as far as you can go, and notice if you have a little more flexibility in the neck. Exhale, come to center, and I switch hands. Take a breath. I'm going to roll my arms to the right. I'm going to tuck my chin to the left, and I want to pay attention. Drop your shoulders down and away from your ears. And then come back to center and opposite side. And then come back to center. Left arm's on top. We go to the right for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax your arms, hands rest right on your legs. Now elbows in as close to the side as you can, sit a little bit away. Now you're going to tuck that lower space. This little triangle below the belly button, top of the pubic bone is your muladhara. So you want to inhale and sit up tall, shoulders back, and engage that muscle there, so the front and the back bodies are supported, elbows in, and I just come forward. I'm not moving my head, I'm hinging from the hips, and the minute I feel a little something, I pause. And I take 3 breaths there. So I can release anything that's tight up through the back of the spine. And then I come a little more forward. Any amount is good. Don't let the jaw become engaged. Shoulders are down, relax through the neck. Gaze is soft. Inhale, and maybe move a little more forward. Let the breath out, like you're blowing out through a straw. And then you inhale and you bring it all the way back up. Take a breath. And then you pause. Inhale. Blow out the breath, go as far forward as you comfortably can go. You stop when the body tells you. And notice through the crown of the head, you may have a sensation there. And then you release the breath when you're ready. Inhale and bring it back. Good, now just rock. So you may have to release your arms. We have arms on our chairs here, so you may have to release and just rock right into the sitting bones. Now look at me a sec. There's a lot of this. So you want to roll the shoulders back, nice and tall, wide base in your triangle, and opening up through the hips. Remember, feet, hips, shoulders, jaw, they're all connected. Good, rotate the palms up and notice what happens when you release a little more through the shoulders. Good, bring the shoulders up, arms up a little higher, don't lift the shoulders. Now you remember, if you have a shoulder injury, you're not going to push yourself into anything that's uncomfortable. Only if you're comfortable can you come out and now reach across, maybe lift the hip a little bit, gentle. Make sure your lower belly and your back are connected. Good, and then we come back to center and we release the palms, slowly floating down. Notice how your hips feel. If you need to, bring your arms in, roll the shoulders. In and up. Now we're going to do it for a count of 4. So we're inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Roll back. 2, 3, 4. Roll the palms. Notice how you feel. Good. Right arm up right by the ear. So you're going to sink the shoulder down. Stretch that left hand down to the floor. Right fingers up. Give some space between. Take a breath. I'm going to tip to the left with my right arm up and look under my right arm, only if it's good for my neck. Otherwise, I keep my head at neutral. And come back to center. Now use the back of the chair. So I'm rolling my left shoulder into the back of the chair. And I'm noticing if there's any engagement in the jaw. Notice what sensations. Release your hands till they come to center. Open up your arms, take a breath, rock a little bit here. If you use the back of the chair to massage that space between your shoulder blades. Good. Come to center, arms come back, left arm comes up, right arm comes down, fingers are wide. I pause here, notice all sensations, and now I go to the right, look a little to the left, and back to center. And rolling onto that right shoulder blade with the back of the chair, gently massaging that space there. Good, bringing both arms straight out, shoulders down. Feel like you're pulling a rubber band here as wide as you can, and now you rock. Good. Bring your hands so that the palms are down. Soften the wrists. Inhale, lift up just a little bit. Exhale, roll now off the back of the chair. Inhale, lift up. Use the chair to support the length of the back. Exhale, curl a little bit. Inhale, gently lift up. Exhale, release the breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Now, only if it's comfortable for you, you lift up. Bigger. Exhale, float down a little deeper. Inhale, lift up. Don't go beyond what's comfortable for you. Listen to your body. Exhale. Inhale. We want this to be a healing practice, not something that's going to cause an injury. And one more, inhale. Now when I bring it all the way up, I'm going to give myself a little space from the chair, open up my arms into a V. We're going to go into flying geese. So where do you want to have lightness, space, a different perspective? So we inhale, we lift, exhale, we fly. And up and down with the breath. Inhale, lift up. Now remember, you don't have to bring your arms high. If you're comfortable keeping it here, this is perfect. You go with what's comfortable for you. If you want to bring your arms wider, that's fine too. You want to bring your arms in, you find what's going to help you. Monitor the neck. Don't let the jaw and the teeth clench. Soften the eyes. Feel that sensation of flowing with the breeze, the movement, the breath. Last one. When you come down, pause. If you can let your torso rest right on your thighs, that's great. Roll your head a little bit from side to side. Soften the neck. Now bring your fingertips, nails are going to come together. Imagine that you're pulling energy all the way up through center. Inhale, lift up, and then you spread it out. Bring it all the way down. So you're pulling up from the roots, allowing yourself the gift of blooming and growing into this day. Spreading out, reaching toward the sun, the light, the air, nourishing ourselves with water and nutrients. Inhale, pull it all the way up. You may get a little burst of heat here. Exhale, last one, bring it all the way down. Inhale. Now when I lift it all the way up and I spread it out, I'm going to bring it all the way in. One hand to the heart, thumbs touch, little weight here. Sit a little bit away from the chair. Be mindful where your belly is. So if your belly's rolling forward, tuck that lumbar spine a little back. And now we're going to go right into our butterfly. So opening up the heart here. Now we're going to start small. My thumbs can rest right on that chest as I lift and release. Opening up underneath the arms. Now if I want more, I can lean up and exhale, roll down. But you make the expression of the pose what works for you. Opening up underneath the arms, lifting up through the side body, expanding the ribs, taking a deeper breath. Don't throw your head back too far, no strain in the neck. Don't engage your teeth by clenching them. Let it go. One more. Inhale, lift up. When I lift up, I'm going to release my arms and stretch. Now, I don't have to look up. I can keep my head at neutral. See how that feels? Take a breath. Come right across the shoulders. Little breath here. Feel that diagonal stretch as you rock from side to side through the pelvic girdle. And then toward the feet. You don't have to touch them. Take a breath. One more. Sweep the hands, big breath. Bring the palms together. Elbows come in and pause right here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften. Inhale, only a little bit. Exhale. If you're comfortable and you want to bring it higher, that's your choice, but you don't go where it's not comfortable for you. One more. Now, we're going to open up the arms. Now, it's not this with the wrists. You want to keep the elbows touching if you can and open up the arms. Take a breath. Bring it in. Now, your option could be just to stay right here. Notice, this can engage the jaw, so don't engage the jaw. But if you want more, you can lift the arms up and open and release and bring it down. So you pick the variation that works for you. This opens up that space between the shoulder blades. You may feel it up the sides of the neck, so don't go where it's not comfortable for you. And then you pause and you bring it down. Opposite hand, so whatever hand you had, pause here, right at the heart. Now adjust again, and we lift as we go right up and down. Be mindful of the neck. Lift up, curl down. Inhale, lift up, exhale. You can make it bigger. Inhale, lift up, exhale, roll. So you make it the expression of the pose that you want for yourself. Big breath. Create some space. Remember, the symbol of the butterfly is metamorphosis, that cycle that allows us to move through change. Last one. And when you bring it all the way down, pause, rest. Tuck your chin. Roll back and ripple up one vertebra at a time until you come right back to neutral. Now I'm going to take my left hand and bring it to the top of my right leg. Now I'm going to bring my right arm a little behind me, and I want to create this isometric movement. So I'm lifting up through the spine, but as my left hand presses in gently down into the right leg, I'm going to lift up and hold it for 3. 1, 2, 3, release. 1 foot is flexed. 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. One more. 1, 2, 3, release. And then I switch. Now my gaze is focused and forward. My teeth are not engaged. This is helping to create balance and health in the pelvic floor and stability through the pelvic girdle. And you breathe. Lift up 1 and press gently. 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. One more. 1, 2, 3, release. Now we're going to alternate it. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. Don't let your gaze change. 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. Last one. 1, 2, 3, release. 1, 2, 3, release. Little circle. Notice something. 2, 3, pause, reverse your circle. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go right into our dog and cat. So shoulders are back, elbows are in. Chin is in line with the sternum, gaze is soft. I inhale and I lift up, look up gently. Exhale, curl gently, start small. This could be perfect for you. You just stay here and you lift up. And you exhale and you soften down. So you want to feel that sensation of expanding the space between the vertebrae, allowing the ribs to stack, the shoulders to stay down and away from the ears. Jaw unclenched, gaze is soft, energy is coming up and out the crown of the head, landing down and through your hands and down through the bottoms of the feet. Now when you're ready, if you're ready, you can roll forward and lift up. But you have to monitor what works best for you. As you curl back and you lift up, you find the expression of the pose that best serves your healing process. So we're all beings that have to heal from something, somewhere, someday, sometime. So we want to maintain that sensation of balance and awareness. What do we need today to keep ourselves in a state of homeostasis? Exhale, let it go. Now when I curl back, big curl back, ripple up, head comes up last. Now I can stay right here, or I have that option of widening so I have a little more space. And now I can curl back and roll forward a little more. So elbows are into the side of the body and I'm rippling a little deeper. I don't go here if this is not for me. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Last one here. Inhale. Now when I lift up here, I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, like a crest of a wave. Exhale, curl back. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, lift up. 1, 2, 3. Exhale and curl back. 1, 2, 3. One more. Inhale, big lift. 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. When I curl back, again, take your time, ripple up, feel taller, and little circle. Now remember, tallness is not about necessarily only about height. It's about moving out of the places within yourself where you feel stuck. And then pause and reverse your circle. Good. Rock a little bit here. Be mindful of the elbows on the chair, arms, and just lift and rock. And we want to activate the feet. So I'm going to lift my feet like I'm wearing a high heel and maybe lift the hip a little bit. Gaze is soft. Jaws unclenched. And I'm just lifting and shifting here. And the feet are coming up and down, if that works for me. And you breathe. Now pause. You may have to adjust your block so you can bring one hand to the other, bring it right to the top of your thighs and rock here. And breathe. Good. Now pause and switch arms so that the opposite arm's on top. And rock. Good. Now, I'm going to keep my feet up if that's good for me. Otherwise, I can keep my feet flat. This is a big stretch through the foot, the heel, the arch, the ankle, the back of the leg. So if this is uncomfortable for you, then you keep your feet flat. We're going right into turtle. So we're going to curl back into our shell. Now close your eyes and take a breath here. And then exhale, open your eyes and move forward into light. Shoulders are back. Gazes to the floor. Curl back. Feel that movement all the way down to the base of the tailbone. Stretch it out into the light. So we curl back into darkness and we pause to let the body kind of figure out what it needs, and then we move forward into awareness. Curl back. Stretch forward. Curl back. Last one. Stretch forward. You can release your feet, rock a little bit. Good. Release the arms, bring it all the way out. Inhale, lift up. Gather into your bowl of abundance everything you need. Inhale, lift up. So the solar plexus right here in the center of the body that supports all of your internal organs is associated with the color yellow. So we want to imagine this big, bright yellow light, this sun. And what's the intention that I have for myself at the end of this class, or setting my intention, so even if it doesn't happen today, I'm setting myself the intention and then letting go of the need to control the outcome. One hand to the heart, left hand to the heart, one to the belly, and now I just gently rock. And slow down the nervous system. And now pause, inhale, lift up, fill yourself up like an hourglass. Exhale, let go of something that doesn't work. Inhale, lift up, you can look up if it's good for your neck. Exhale, let go of something. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, release. Inhale, fill yourself up. There's more than enough to go around. Exhale, let go. Inhale, lift up. Now I'm going to sweep the hands to the side. Inhale, lift up. I want to feel now like I'm a tree. And the roots, the trunk are grounded, and the arms are the branches, and it's going like the canopy is moving with the air current. And I look from side to side to get a different perspective. Last one, lift up. Exhale, come forward, arms around the legs. Nice flat back. Take a breath, sink as low as you can go. Roll your head, make sure your neck's not tight. Release through the jaw. Good. Come to center. You're going to take your hands, slide up to the tops of the knees, curl the spine until the head comes up last. Arms out to the side. If that's good for you, you want to take your thumb and your middle finger and squeeze like it's a sponge. Shoulders back, lift up through center. So straight up through center, and here's your big Y, and we're expanding out, and we're going right into our goddess. So gather into, pull down, courage, confidence, healing, awareness, creativity, prosperity. Pull down what you need. Keep going in your own litany of affirmations and pull it down. And you can look up and you can look down, but if it's too much for your neck, keep it at neutral. One more. One more. Come all the way around like you're going to hug a tree. Slide yourself back, elbows rest right at the heart. Tuck your lumbar back into the chair. Now rock into that space between the shoulder blades. Notice the sensations you've activated here. I'm calm, I'm relaxed, I'm at ease, I'm balanced, I'm shifting my focus. I am letting go of what no longer serves me so I can fill myself up with, and then fill in the blank. And then pause, open up the arms. Whichever arm was underneath is now going to come on top. We come around, we hug a tree, and we pause and rock again. I'm breathing in and out. I'm moving with the current of the breath, the movement of the rocking. I'm relaxing, I am at ease. I am noticing, I am observing, I am breathing in and I am breathing out. And it is effortless. And now you pause and hands come to the knees. As big a circle as you can. You want to stir the pot. Welcome in something new, release something old. And then pause when you're ready and go the other way. Good. Come back to center. Now take your one block and you're going to sit back in the chair so you can support your lower back. Tuck that lumbar spine. Now I'm going to squeeze the feet between the blocks. And I want to lift up and feel that engagement. Now, don't let the chin come forward. And take a breath. Now touch your thumb to your ring finger so you're going to breathe. This is an isometric movement. It's going to bring it, you're going to feel it through the thighs and the knees, but you want to tuck back into the middle of the belly and relax, no jaw, and then release. Inhale. It should feel effortless. If you're straining, then cut something back. Make it so that you can just do it effortlessly and engage isometrically, release. The muscles that will create strength and flexibility and stability is through your core, and release. Now, notice if you get tightness in the shoulders. Maybe you're working too hard. You want to engage the lower part of the body and not bring the stress up into the shoulders. And the thumb to the ring finger is to remind you to breathe and release. Now bring the legs forward, arms forward, take a breath, palm it up. Feel that. Tuck the belly back into the chair. This is a variation of downward dog. Now we reach forward and up a little bit. You go as far as is comfortable for you. You don't want to go here, don't go here. You're going to feel it through the legs. Exhale, let it go. And you're going to smile because you're so happy that you're stretching those hamstrings. Inhale, lift up. You stop where it's good for you. So the hands can't be passive. They would be on the floor. Shoulders are down. Your intention is strength, flexibility. This is an inversion. You're feeling that strength within yourself. Nothing can knock you down. Exhale, let it go. Now, watch where your chin is. So a lot of times people are here. This is too much strain through here. It's also a control thing. I'm gonna do it. Relax. You're breathing. Inhale, lift up. Soft and gentle, move forward with the flow of the breath. You might find you go a little farther. And you can release as big as you want and smile because you're so happy. You may feel it all the way up into the buttocks. Oh, how so strong you're going to be for pool season. Exhale, let it go. Take a breath. Tap, tap, tap. Whew. You may have a burst of heat. Breathe. Good. Inhale. Now I'm going to hold the sides of the chair, shoulders back and down. Tuck that lumbar spine back. Relax the jaw. I'm going to swing out like we're at a park. Out. I have to adjust my block. Hold on. Out and in. Effortless. Out. Be mindful of your knees. There's no snapping of the knees. Now we're going to add the arms if you're comfortable. One more. Lift it up, gentle back bend, forward fold. Take a breath. Grab your other block while you're down here. We're going to go right into our bridge pose. So I bring this block to the back, stretching through the spine, and both feet now come onto the block that's on the floor. Arms come out and I press back, shoulders are down and away. My gaze is soft. Now be mindful of this. Okay? This is an opening, but it's not a grabbing opening. I'm going to get it no matter what. You want it to be, I'm opening the heart to receive what I need because it is effortless. Notice if your belly rolls forward, tuck it back. Relax your jaw. And be still. Because you want to wait in awareness for something to be revealed. Inhale, lift up, expand the bridge. Soften the shoulders. Exhale, release, and move back. Inhale, lift up. Create some more space. Ground through your feet. Shoulders are down. Exhale and release. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Good. Rotate the palms out. Come right to the shoulders, and only as high as you want. Rotate palms down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Blow out the breath through the mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Inhale. Now when I'm going to bring it across the chest, I'm not releasing from there, and I'm just supporting myself, breathing in and out. Three breaths. And then open up. Whichever hand was on top is now going to be opposite in its position, and breathe. Relax the shoulders. Relax. Oh, that was so nice. Everybody was here. So let's just relax it down. Make it effortless. Come forward. Take your block out. When you release the block and you sit back in the chair, notice something different in your posture. So bridge pose is all about connections. Connections to your body, connections head, throat, heart, belly, hands, feet, connections to the breath, connections to how you engage and interact in the world, in your world, within your family or friends, the strangers you meet, the way you drive your car. So our goal is to create a practice that we maintain what we do on the mat with how we move and act and react within the rest of our day. Now, as you breathe in and you breathe out right here, and you follow the inhale and the exhale of the breath, ask yourself for the gift of awareness. What did my body gain today? Space, flexibility, warmth, release. Where are my thoughts at the moment? Hopefully they're calmer and more relaxed. Notice your breath. Maybe it's more even and balanced, more connected to your inner self. Feel your hands, your feet, the crown of the head. Front, back, sides of the body. Feel that sensation of coming home to yourself. I am breathing in and I am breathing out into the space that belongs only to me. I am honoring the gifts that I have within myself at this moment, in a body that is still, a mind that is calm and relaxed, a heart that is at peace, in a place where I am strong and flexible and at ease. And as I breathe in and I breathe out, as you rest right here in this place, say to yourself, this time, however, bring your arms out to the side, today I am filling my bowl of abundance with gratitude. Today I am thankful for a body that does yoga, a mind that is calm and relaxed, a heart that functions without effort. And I gather to myself, so inhale, lift up, look up if you can. And what do you want to gather? Like a beautiful bouquet of flowers. Just fill yourself up with whatever it is that you need to feel replenished, nourished, to allow yourself to flourish, to be at ease. Remembering that sensation of being calm and relaxed in the midst of chaos. And then we bring our hands up and we seal the practice in Anjali Mudra, so that north and south and east and west connect right back to the heart. And I bow to myself because I made the effort to come today, to do this practice, to feel different, to notice, to observe, to breathe, to stretch, to create space, to be clear in my mind, calm in my heart, strong within my body. And that is enough. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Thanks so much for coming out, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget.